Hey everyone, I'm here with VJ today. We're going to talk about this past weekend's event. It was a huge event for Conquest and VIcente Jr team. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We decided to do this in video format instead of writing a blog. Try something a little different today. Uh, so for those who don't know, we placed second at the IBJJF Washington Open. It's a huge event. It was the first time that IBJJF visited our area. All the big schools from the area decided to compete. We were one of them, one of the smaller ones, but we ended up on top, or not on top, but in second place, only losing out to Team Lloyd Urban. So, BJ, what does getting second place in a team event like this mean for you?
For those who don't know me, I'm nothing but first place matters. People that train with me for a while know that I kind of like I'm very strong on that. Like first place, second place, third place doesn't matter. But this one, it means a lot. Like it means a lot because, as you say, we are the youngest school in the area. Uh, Not one of them. I believe we are the youngest one. We've been around like for 5, 6 years, and like we literally compete against these schools with over 10 years in the area, and not only the oldest, but also we had like 48 competitors. We first place had 98, third place had 70 something. So we probably was the fourth of 50 most students, had the most students at the tournament. So we definitely had like good show, and that second place to me tastes as a first.
So, with so many fights happening that day, what do you think, or what stands out in your mind as the most exciting fight of the day?
Yeah, it was a lot of fights, Kai, but to me, the most excited fight is not because it was from our team, but because the coaching. I don't know also if it was right after my match, so I was cutting weight and everything, so I think I had a little bit extra sugar on my blood, but it was Nate fight because it was like against the first place the school the Lloyd Irving team, and it was kind of like a cool had like Professor Lloyd Irving and on one side and all like his black belts on another side like coaching, and I was there with you, Lance, and we was coaching Nate, and the match was back and forth, and it was a lot of exchange of takedowns and guard passes and recoveries. To me, that moment in that fight, it was the most exciting to me. So that's to me, it was the most exciting fight.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. That fight was insane to watch from the sidelines.
It was
so much fun. A lot of back and forth. It was a tough match too. So obviously, coaching is stressful. Competing is stressful. Doing both at the same time, I can even imagine the stress. So what part of the day was most stressful for you?
Yeah, definitely it was the morning because as I told before, I was a carting weight for to compete. I was very stressed to try to make sure everybody was doing their thing, was getting ready for their match. So it was very stressful for me. Uh, for that reason, I decided to in that next tournament not compete as a coach because it didn't work very well. It didn't work the way I thought it was going to work because when I usually go with you guys to Pan Ams, like Words and stuff like that, we all fight in different days, so it's kind of like easier. Go there, then go back to the hotel, call weight, but like it was everybody the same day. We kind of like had to like managing, coaching, go to each mat, then check weight, then put a gi, take off the gi. It was insane. I'm definitely not going to do that again.
I don't blame you on that one. I didn't even compete, and I had a stressful day. So with so many people competing, there's going to be people who win and people who lose. That's a fact of life. Were there any surprise wins or losses from our team or from anybody in general in that tournament?
Yeah, it started with the losses, the surprise losses. I think few blue belts like Jason, he was training very hard, like putting a lot of time in the mat, and we didn't expect that he would lose the first match. Um, Michael, you is not like, let's see if I can put that way. If I don't put it wrong way, it's not a surprise, but it was a surprise because kind of like he's a tough competitor. He's one of our, like or phenomenons on the mat, and like, but he had like his division is tough. It's like great competitors, but it's hard to see, like him and Jason because they both like put a lot of time in the mat. Yeah, that was the most too. Obviously, Matt and the black belt. Um, it's another guy that put a lot of a lot of stress, a lot of time in the mat. But I think the surprise on the on the first round, it was Jason.
Yeah.
Definitely was Jason.
Yeah, for someone who's literally on the mat 24/7.
Yep.
And I've seen him win before a lot. He's a tough competitor. He's a tough person to roll with. So I bet that hit hard.
You put it right way, like 24/7. Yeah, he's definitely 24/7 in mats. I don't even know if he have a house.
Yeah, I might have to start charging him rent. So throughout the day, the team really came together. At least I felt like it did, and they competed well and they supported each other. But there's always that one or couple people. So who do you think was the unsung hero of the day?
I will not name one, but obviously that trophy is a team effort. But I think it was the mix of the white belts at the end of the tournament, because we had those 3 or 4 white belts that been training for like probably 4 or 5 months, and we had the tryouts for the team, the competition team, but then because of the tournament we kind of like opened up for everybody that signed up, come and train. And I didn't expect that, like, from those five guys, like I think 3 or 4 got first place, and mostly with submissions. It definitely, it was a surprise to me, and the guys that compete open class too, like Chad, Tom, Carlos, Danny, they really bump our points. They really like help. They really give a booster on the points, because I think it was like 3:30. Carlos came to me and he had the partial results. When he showed me, I was like, oh man, we're in 4th place. Then at one point, after the white belts and the open classes started, then we jumped to 3rd. Then I was like, oh man, I think we have a chance. Then somehow we like end up being 2nd. That was amazing. It was just kind of like, I felt like those back in the day cartoons that the Justice League was getting beat up and the Superman came from nowhere and saved the day. That was how I felt at that moment. I was like, man, that was amazing. So it definitely was a mix of the white belts and the open class competitors.
Yeah, I remember at the end of the day being on the sideline, refreshing my phone every minute, waiting for those points to update. It was intense.
Yeah, it was.
It was a lot of fun though. It made the tournament that much more fun.
Don't you hate tournaments? Like,
no,
like, I mean, like, it was like, I mean, we hate them, but at the same time we love. It's a mix of the hate and love, because it's push you forward as a better coach, as a better teacher, as a better instructor, as a better competitor, and also as a better person, because you hate every minute before the tournament of cutting weight, train, be here all the time, get smashed, go home in the shower and your face is burning from the mat. Then but after, it's just amazing, the all adrenaline, the feelings and everything, and you're like, and you've been with me for 7 years on that road of tournaments, and every tournament I say the same thing. Oh, I hate this. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna retire. Then after I go up the podium, Then I come down, I was like, oh, I can't wait for the next one.
Yeah, it's definitely something addicting about it. So great accomplishment, getting second. Obviously, the team's not done. We got a lot of stuff to do. We're still growing. We're still competing. We're still looking for world titles and all that. But what's the next kind of immediate team goal that you're looking for?
Now, like right now, our first goal is kind of like put a lot of effort in and focus and good energy on our second location in Pasadena for sure, right? I mean, we just had this project is going on, and hopefully when you guys watching this video, it would be everything set up there, would be everything good and run, but. Yeah, after that, I hope we can have the same, not the same amount, it's hard, but have the team together like more often for tournaments like that. I mean, it's a great feeling not be only in the podium with the big schools, but also, see the team come together, as a family and because I saw a lot of people that I haven't seen here, but then I realized their families, you know what I mean, and talk to them later. They was like, oh, I enjoyed this, that was fun, and this and that. That was great. I think my next goal now it's to try to get as much people as possible to share that feeling with us, to share the tournament, that the competition aspect. I know a lot of people hate it. I know the majority of people that come to these schools, they don't look for tournaments, they don't look for being world champions, whatever. But I think it's good. It's good to build a good character. It's good to build a great people, and I think that's my goal now. From now on, it's just I haven't had that feeling in a while. Being in Maryland, I've been in the States for 9 years, 9 years, and I forget how great it is, have a tournament right next to your door, and you just drive a few minutes and you're there and you have all your school watching or all your school competing. That was great. I haven't had that feeling in 10 years? When I left Brazil, my hometown, and I have my students there with me. That was great. So my main goal now is try to have that feeling every month.
Awesome. All right, well, so that's it for today. We hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, a shout out to everyone who competed and came and supported us at the tournament, whether you were a spectator or a competitor, coming from Pennsylvania, Frederick, all our affiliations all over. So thank you very much, guys, for coming out. We couldn't have done without you, so this trophy is as much yours as it is everyone else's. And VJ, any last words?
No, just don't the people ask me all the time, what's the most common mistake people do when they roll? I think the most mistake is not even start trying. It's not even start training. It's not trying. So try, come, check it out the gym. Go train. Don't quit. If you've been doing jiu-jitsu and you struggle to get better or on competing, just don't quit. Just keep doing. It's hard, but it's fun. It's fun. In the end of this road, it is worth it. Trust me.
All right, guys. Thanks. See you guys next time.